Hi guys. All right. So my Geminis, welcome back. Gems, we're going to use duplicate decks here and we're going to do a check-in on Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. Okay. So wow, this came out fast. So on Divine Masculine side, ooh, wow, we're getting some good storylines right now on these last couple reads that I've done. Okay. So Divine Masculine is very sure about things. Let's take a look at Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine is possibly receptive. Let's see. Okay. I try to keep the same number of cards, but Divine Feminine got one extra. Divine Feminine has a different vibe here. Okay, so first off, Divine Masculine is very much about reconciliation, very sure. And if there has to be reconciliation, then that means that at one point somebody didn't have success together and they must have gone into a time of separation. So Divine Masculine very much wants things. And this is after like the great floods, like wash the slate clean, start from scratch. Let's have a do-over. The Divine Masculine is very sure that they really want this. They may be talking about like, I see you as the mother or father of my child. And the reason I say that is because remember, I'm not talking about genders, even though I'm saying Divine Masculine, that could still be a feminine, doesn't have to be. So just bear that in mind. But regardless, we have a Divine Masculine energy here who's like all about reconciliation, all about like starting over, like really investing for something that they want, that even though they're saying like, can I date you again? Can we start from scratch? But just know that what I see is long-term, because we have somebody pregnant here. This is like, I may be asking, can I date you? But just know I'm intending that we're going to have, maybe we're already having a baby together, but whatever this is, they want a clean slate and they really want long-term with this. Although it's like, can we start as if we're strangers, but with the security that, this is long-term. We're not really dating. We're back together, but let me win you again. Let me woo you. Let me date you. Because this masculine is very sure about what they want. Ace of Swords in the upright. This is like total clarity. Everywhere around them, there have been signs and symbols and signals from the universe. You see the ravens flying around here, bringing in messages. You see all the runes around this. We see that the sword is in front of the tree of life. This is like, this person has long-term intentions toward this feminine. This is the person who they want to build a branch of a family tree with, or this is someone that they already have kids with, and they really want that. They want their family united again. They want to be consistent. They're offering long-term commitment. They want something that is going to be like, this is permanent. This is you and me. You can rely on me. I'm going to be stable. This is what they're coming in. And this is their plan. Okay. Now, feminine is a little different. Feminine has this sexy spark energy. Feminine might be, I don't know what happened with these two, but it kind of looks like she's in a totally different vibe. Princess of Wands. She might be playing the field a little, feeling single, feeling foxy, getting a lot of attention, not sure what she wants right now. She is still a little hung up on them. Eight of Swords. Here's those birds again, right? She doesn't know how she feels about this. Does she want to reconcile with this person? She's flat out not sure. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. It's almost like, can we not have to make big decisions yet? Because this masculine wants to like start over, but with the intention of locking it down. Like, we're starting over, but even though it's like we're getting to know each other again, we're not really, because it's like they want it to be exclusive right away. She doesn't seem to be agreeing with that idea. She doesn't quite want to let them go, but she doesn't quite want to get into a commitment where it's like we're immediately exclusive again either. It's more like, I want to see how things progress later. I want this to go a little slower. She got the Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is like, I don't know that I'm going to give you my love again. I mean, this really looks like, look, right now with this Prince of Wands, this is her fifth card. They only got 4, she got 5. So she's in a different energy than they are in. She's kind of like, I don't know that you're going to win my heart back, or that I'm going to open up and give you all the love that I gave you before, because you know what? There's a ton of other people vying for my attention right now. I'm pretty much a hot commodity and I'm pretty much digging it right now. So hold on, because like, there may be a reason that she's behaving like this, because we don't know, why do they need to have a reconciliation in the first place? What happens? Oh, part of me doesn't even want to know. What happened here? Why did they have to have a reconciliation? Well, we had a soulmate energy. Then we had, oh, okay, so somebody got left out in the cold. No wonder she's pushing back saying, I don't know. So this was soulmate. This was amazing. This was like this wonderful connection in the beginning. And then somebody acted like either it didn't matter or they suddenly cut off the energy or they quit talking to her. They left her out in the cold. It might have been like very bewildering. It might have been really, when we start out with soulmate energy with the Six of Cups, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe like we're such a great match. And then somebody pulls a rug out from the other person with this Page of Wands. And that could be it. Like if they either pulled back their energy and were like, I'm just not sure how I feel about this. And then they ghost or they disappear, something here that left somebody out in the cold. Remember, this Page of Wands is this same card that she's in for her first card, that Princess of Wands in the upright. I have a spark, but I'm not going to say that it's necessarily for you because she's standing on the foot of the Sphinx. There's all these unknowns. She's kind of turned her back to them. And I feel like this person might have realized like, oh my God, she's the one I want. Why did I act like I had a soulmate and then I didn't know if I really wanted it and I pulled back and maybe I ghosted. Now all I want is to come in and I want to make sure she knows I'm going to be super serious. I'm going to lock this down. I want long term. Let me date you properly. And she's of the mind where it's like, it makes sense that she's saying, I don't know. I mean, it's not that I don't have something still for you, but to say that I'm just going to go ahead and now date you exclusively because now you're ready for that. I don't know. Maybe I should let other people date me to see, do other people do to me what you did? If this was that important and now you want to come in and you want to reconcile with me, I just don't know. This is shaking my confidence. I mean, and I don't think she's playing games here. She really seems to be stuck on what should she do. But it does look like they've created the situation now. Now they know what they want, but this is what preceded it. An amazing connection that someone totally pulled back from and left the person out in the cold. So, every action has a reaction. So for these characters, and the reason I'm kind of putting that circumstance on the masculine is because they're the ones with the Judgment card. They're the ones who want to start with a clean slate. They're the ones who are kind of a little on the frantic side to get this commitment and get this locked down now and make all of these promises. And she's the one who's like, for her to have turned, we don't want to see a Queen of Cups turn upside down, especially not followed by like the knights, the player energy. I feel like she's saying, I'm going to probably have to date around a whole bunch instead of say, oh, you're back and now you know what you want. Yay. Excellent. Did you want to ghost me again? Like, whatever you're going to do, don't worry about it. I'll just sit tight and just wait for you to figure things out. Like, that ain't this story at all. Like, she is not doing any of that. She's like, so you want to come back in now, but you disappeared before and we had something before, but you dismissed it. And now I got a question. Is it really something that I feel a strong connection to? There is still a connection. There is. But is it something that I feel like giving my whole heart to again? Man, I did at the beginning. But right now, I kind of feel like there's a lot of other people vying for my attention. And so you're now a contestant. You are not even a contender. You're a contestant for my affection right now because you kind of dismissed me before. That's what so sorry. This is such such a harsh message, but I don't get to pick the cards. This is the storyline for these two right now. So what's the potential here? Potential is to heal. We have the Star card. Okay. We have a 10 of Wands with a heart over here. And I didn't write that on there. And that's on the wall in this painting. There is a potential. I feel like this feminine probably got, I'll use the word hurt, but I want to use the word insulted by the way this person had behaved. And now that they're rushing back in to try to get things back on track and to really try to lock it down. So it's like, oh, no, I don't want to lose you. Like, you're going to be mine. They've got all this plan of how they want things to go. And she's now resisting it because it's like, that's not the way this is going to work. but there is a potential for this healing, and there is a potential for the burdens of this connection to be let go. There's a potential to even heal this thing and really have it work out with these two. Oh, we have a 2 of Cups. Okay. So if this was not even just a soulmate, but like a soulmate twin flame connection, and somebody ran from it, somebody decided this is really powerful, this is a strong connection, I don't think I want to be in a strong connection, so I'm going to run away and hide from it. That's a little different than somebody who just goes, I really like you, but I don't know if I like you that much. That's not the story. Now, that's kind of how she kind of took it, where it was like, wow, it was so powerful. And then how could you just walk away and act like it was nothing? Now you want to bounce in and say, oh, this is everything to me. You know what? I think a bunch of other people might want to date me instead, so maybe I should give them time. It's a little like, as we are seeing what the potential is for this connection, it can be healed because, in fact, this is a very, very strong connection. And if that is the underlying reason why somebody actually walked away, not because it was insignificant, but because it was too significant. Now, again, I'm not a fan of this storyline at all. I roll my eyes over stuff like this because I'm like, too significant, so let's run from it. Let's find the best thing we ever came across in our lives, and then let's treat it like garbage. Yeah, that's not, Sassy Kate does not approve of that. But this is not Kate's moral corner. This is storytelling time, where whatever stories come out are what I have to tell, whether I like them or not. And I only get to tell based off of what comes out. So it doesn't matter what I agree or disagree with. I'm putting it in perspective because that's what the cards are saying. For this storyline, what could the outcome be? These two could actually really have an amazing connection because it is making sense that the person who dipped out, which seems like it was the divine masculine, they didn't do it because it didn't matter. They dipped out because it was so intense. They either didn't know if they could handle something that strong, or they weren't like in a headspace where they knew how to handle something that strong. And then they walk away from it only to say, what the heck have I done? That's the person that I want. You know, the idea of seeing my person end up with somebody else, especially because that's precisely what she's saying, is like, I don't know how I feel at this point. And there's a lot of other fish in the sea, and there's a lot of other people asking me out. And all I could say is that you could be a contestant. Well, that's not what this person wants. This person wants to really heal this. They want to really, I think that they really want to explain this and have her truly understand how they feel about this, because this is an incredibly powerful connection right now, even though she's now in the position of saying, it shook my belief that this was an important connection because of the way this person treated me. So there's a lot to have to heal from. There's a lot to have to rebuild here. Again, you know, the reason I roll my eyes is because I'm like, oh my gosh, the complicated storylines, when it's something is so precious and characters find somebody so precious, I'm always like, hang on to that, honor it, make sure you take good care of a precious connection. And then when I see characters don't, I go, oh, because I want everyone to have a happy, happy love story. Yeah, that's not how stories go though, right? Let's get one last one on this. This is a short and sweet one. This was kind of nice to see that this could really be healed. Even though Sassy Kate certainly made an appearance. Knight of Pentacles. Slowly, they could win her heart back. That's what this looks like. Slowly, she could come to really trust them again and recognize the same thing that I'm having a hard time buying right now, which is, it was that important, so you ran from it. But slowly but surely, she could be convinced, as much as I guess Sassy Kate could be convinced. So we have a potential here. That is marvelous. As always, guys, even if I don't love the stories I'm telling, I don't get to pick. So I hope you guys roll with them also. Tell me what you think of characters. I love to hear your guys' comments and feedback. Remember, though, these are all fictional characters. So bear that in mind when you leave comments. Don't do personal attacks because this is not about your life. I promise you, I don't know anyone. I am not talking about anybody's personal life. I am not a psychic. So bear that in mind. Yes, I have to say that a lot because people take things in very unique ways sometimes. And I really want people to have a better day, not a bad day. So if anything ever upsets you, do remember it's fiction. And then also just click off if it's getting in your head or upsetting you in any way, shape, or form. I want people to walk away and have a good day. So This is storytelling for food for thought, not psychic predictions. And so I hope you guys have a good time when you're here. And thank you for being here. Thank you for giving this video a thumbs up. If you're here watching this, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And thank you guys for dropping your comments in. I love to hear from you. Thank you, AJ Craft. Awesome. Marianne, how are you, sweetheart? Yes, I'm so glad to see you. Bean, you're hilarious. I really, I'm not, you guys. I'm not psychic at all. But hot little Mexican. Hello, hello. Thank you guys. Thanks for popping by. And thank you guys for having fun. I enjoy your energy so much. I enjoy your comments. I enjoy your teasing. It's awesome. Lots of love. Bye for now.